On this Saturday morning, the Saturday morning that changes everything, Henry Every opens his bedroom window. Still wearing his striped pajamas, he leans far out. Even Henry knows you shouldn't do this, of course, but never mind that now. He sticks one ear toward the wind and listens as hard as he can. There are a few things you need to know about Henry. He's a kind boy. He shudders when people are mean and feels sorry for the losing team. He always says hello to dogs when he sees them sitting alone in cars, and when a cow is standing by herself in a field, he'll give a friendly wave. But he's also lonely. So lonely that he feels it like an actual ache in his heart. So lonely that he lifts his window like this every Saturday at sunrise, and every afternoon, and every evening, too. He lifts it even if the wind whips in, or the rain drips down, or the snow splats. In winter, when he sticks his head out, the end of his nose freezes, and on mornings like this, he breathes in the delicious smells of summer. He doesn't lean out his window to take in the glories of nature, though. He leans out for a more important reason, a critical reason, to listen to the Dante family next door. And the best day to do this is Saturday, at a very early hour. If he sticks his head far out then, he can hear the Dante children watching an episode of their favorite show, Rocket Galaxy. If he sits just so and barely makes a move, he can hear laser swords clashing with laser swords and the clink-zip sound of shots fired from spaceships. He can hear Rex Xavier capturing the rebels of Venus as a meteor smashes into a magnificent planet. Henry loves getting to listen to his favorite television show, but what he loves even more are the other sounds coming from the Dante house. The family sounds. The giggles and teasing of the Dante children, and even the shouts of, "Get away from me," and "Leave me alone," and "Your leg is touching my leg." In the evenings, he can hear the low murmurs of Mr. and Mrs. Dante discussing important but mysterious things, like mortgages and carburetors and gallbladders. He can hear the rattle and clank of pans at dinner time as the fabulous smell of a meat mayhem loaf drifts over to his window. And he can hear his classmate, Apollo Dante, just being Apollo Dante, practicing his spelling words with a confident voice, patiently explaining to his sister Coco how a radio works. He can hear the thump, thump of a baseball hitting the very center of Apollo Dante's mitt as he tosses it into the air again and again. Henry has lived next door to Apollo his whole life, and he and Apollo have been at the same school forever. But Henry can't even speak to him. Henry can barely speak to anyone at school, but with Apollo, it's worse. Apollo is so smart and so astonishing that every time he asks Henry to play, Henry's voice glugs and splutters like a clogged-up toilet. All he can manage to do is shake his head to say no, as his insides scream, "Yes!"